Hello everybody. Thank you so much for all of your support. I finally reached over 100 subscribers. At the time of this recording, I will have had this many subscribers, and it's a small step, but if it's anything you've learned from my channel, I'm all about slow, steady progress. And so this video is going to be different because it's going to just be a thank you video for thanking you for all of your support, and hopefully I will continue to grow and things like that. But one thing that people have asked me, either in comments or through discussions, has been about what this setup is and what goes into creating the video that I make. So in this video, I will be going over what my setup is, how I actually create this look, because if you look at some of my older videos, I didn't always have this look, and I really wanted to create a better, visually appealing kind of YouTube video. I'm still going to be working on it. I still want to continue to improve my craft, but I really wanted to create a video where the quality was high, or it didn't look like I just had, you know, a webcam or my camera phone as what the picture was coming in as. So in this video, I'm going to go over the details. I am not a cinema video photographer type of YouTuber, or even for that matter, an expert on like personal finance. I guess I'm not much of anything. But in order to describe these things, I will need to use another camera because you have to see what this looks like. So I'll be using another camera to shoot, which might not look quite as good, but you'll get the idea. This is my apartment. This is where it is, and right behind me you can see my kitchen. But now you can start to see my video setup. And so I've always had a black back curtain in the back, so you can kind of see that right here. And these here are softboxes, right? So these are softboxes. This is where my lighting is. My camera is here. This is a Canon M50. And I'll go over some of the details of the Canon M50 and then what I use. So clearly the lighting does not look very good, and I can't look exactly into the camera now because it's not what I'm used to. But hopefully this kind of gives you a sense of what the physical setup looks like. Alright, so kind of looking outwards. So this is camera, this is where I sit down. This is the camera as I look at it. Right now it's off, but that's okay. That's my exercise stuff. But from this perspective, this is my eye view. I am right in front of a few lights. Like there are these two big lights here as the camera here auto adjusts. I even have some lights down here to kind of illuminate this bookcase. I have another light here that helps illuminate the backdrop. This is just a black backcloth. I have some soft lighting over here. It's kind of simple, but this is what I do. I also try to have somewhat interesting things on my bookshelf for you guys to see. So these are some martial arts, Taekwondo focus paddles. This, I think most of you know, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. Someone gave it to me as a gift as a lamp. These are just some elephants another friend gave me. This is a pylon. I need to construct more of those. And then I have, books. I like to have some books here. But I try to create as interesting of a background as I can, so this is what you are seeing. Now, when you use the Canon M50, it comes with a very standard stock lens, which is perfectly fine. This is a 15 to 45 millimeter lens. It's great. It has a nice, you can adjust the focus, both the fine focus and the coarse focus for zooming in and out. But what I have found to be very important and very critical to actually creating a much better, cleaner, sharper look where the camera will focus on me and create somewhat of a blurry background is you need to use a different lens. And in this case, I needed to use the 22 millimeter f/2 or f/2 STM. So if you use this 22 millimeter lens, it auto focuses, and the autofocus, trust me, it is so helpful because I have a slight astigmatism in my eye, so I can see things normally, but when I'm trying to focus manually, if I'm not wearing glasses, it looks weird. And there have been many times where like I would shoot a video and I'd be ever so slightly out of focus. It was annoying as all get out. Now the other thing that's very important with this lens is, as you've seen, you need a lot of light. You need lots of light in order for this lens to work. And when you set the aperture, the f/2, basically you're setting the aperture to be the lowest as possible, f/2, and then you set the ISO as low as possible as well. So in my case, I use an ISO 100. Normally, if you look at some cameras, the ISO might be 500, 800, even 1000. And the ISO is basically the sensor. It's the detector inside of your camera. And as the ISO increases, the sensitivity also increases. It allows the camera to pick up more things, more light, but what it also does is it creates a little bit of a grainy look. I didn't want that grainy look, I wanted to have a sharper look. So you want the ISO to be as low as possible. Now the other thing that's important, the other kind of parameter within the DSLR or the camera that I'm shooting with, is the frame rate. Now I chose to use not the standard 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, but I chose about 24, it's like 23.9 frames per second, which is the frame rate that's used in most movies. It's what's known as being able to create the cinematic look. I use that, and then when you adjust your shutter speed, you basically just effectively double the shutter speed in order to match the frame rate that you want. Now, one thing that I did is I applied color correction to this. So normally the video looks like this. It's okay. I look extremely pale when this happens because I have white light just on my body. It's just on me. So I look super pale. I'm not pale. I have brown skin. That's a darker color. So I apply a color correction to look more like this. And I like it. It took me months of focus trying to figure out how to create a look that I really, really enjoy. And I'm very happy to share it with you. I hope that some of this advice is helpful as you grow and develop your own YouTube channel as well. So again, thank you so much to reaching the 100 subscriber mark. Hopefully it'll be the first of many. All right. I'll see you soon.